Your son is probably over here bricking free throws in practice or whatever because his mom is getting toasted on social media. God. I can only imagine what he's going through. Yeah, just imagine every time you open your phone and go to the gram, there's a shade room post about your mom.
And it ain't like homies are going to give you a pass.
Oh,
like,
God,
right?
no.
Like, you gonna
homies going to want to know what's up.
You are experiencing the CO2 Carbon Ops Rawcast. Let's begin.
Yes. And you ain't said it no better. Of course. You never said any better, lady who starts the show. I appreciate all the times you said it not better. This is the CO2 Carbon Ops Rawcast. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Ho. All you hoes. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Yo, you rocking with the best, man. I am your host, Diggy Jones.
Diggy.
Bah! Humbug. The merciless resale black.
Good evening, Mr. Black.
Yeah. Man, I'm going to be real with y'all. This holiday season so far has been bum. Kind of bum. Kind of trash. And you know what? I'm a very festive person by nature. I love the holidays. I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was trash. Mm-hmm. I love Christmas. Christmas looked like it's going to be trash. And now we going into the new year pretty soon, and yet we still got the same quarantine. We still got the same, regulations. I can't go to the movie theaters like I used to go to.
Get ready for those Zoom Year Eves parties.
Yeah, like it's just lame. And I'm just tired of it. But we're going to try our best to give you guys a little bit of cheer today on this very special Christmas episode so that you at home in your PJs, you ain't brushed your teeth in 2 weeks and, your beard is growing out of control, still feel like you got something to celebrate, right? You rocking with us, man. Celebrate that, man. You in the building with the greatest, all right? Now, speaking of, what are we speaking of? I don't even know what we're speaking of anymore. I'm just tired of this stupid holiday season. No, really, Santa has actually been good to some people. And looks like Santa's been giving a lot of cheer to the folks in the NBA, man.
Yeah, lucky them.
I don't know if y'all realize we just ended a season. Like, it feels like it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
When the Lakers won the championship, and now we're in preseason somehow.
Yeah, they gave Lakers their rings like an hour ago.
They're like, well, they were still sweeping off the confetti.
Exactly.
All right, get off of the set because we got to start a new season. And a lot of people are getting paid, man. Santa's being nice. Woo. People getting buckets and money and doing some big things. Let's talk about some of the big paydays that have been happening in the league. One of the more controversial paydays that I've heard of was Gordon Hayward. The homie played for the Celtics last year and signed a, 120 million? 4-year, 120 million deal with Charlotte Hornets. How you feel about that?
He got a bucket just for being hurt. Okay, because the thing is, I really didn't even catch him playing that much. So it's like, I forgot he was even around until the news. Like, wait. wait. I don't recall him being in any All-Star game, but was there an All-Star game this season?
There was an All-Star game.
Was he in it?
Was he in it? I don't know.
No,
I don't think he was in it.
I think it was all black.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember him.
I don't know. Maybe I also got kind of biased. It's like everybody be all black. It's like since they got LeBron and what was LeBron and Team Giannis? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Team
Giannis, Team LeBron.
I didn't see no Gordon. I think Gordon was still injured, but to come up on a 4-year, $120 million. That was the amount.
Yeah,
man, talk about white privilege. Just kidding. But you got, you know what? You are blessed, Gordon, and I hope you ball out. And it's for the Hornets.
It's for the Hornets, man. You know what's funny? This is how privileged I am as a Laker fan. I forgot that the Charlotte Hornets still existed.
Yeah, because you still like, the Bobcats. The Hornets?
Right,
oh,
yeah.
snap.
For a second, I was like, Michael Jordan does own the team still, right? Yeah.
Because you ain't seen them do nothing.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they've been relevant. So you know what? For Charlotte, man, that's pretty good. You got somebody that's like, an all-star player, caliber player when he's healthy. And, shout out to Gordon Hayward making money. Man. But, some people are saying that he's a little bit overpaid.
Really?
I'm like, hey, if they're giving out the buckets, giving out the money, like, take it, right? I mean, what else you gonna do? Like,
that's why I say he got a deal, and I haven't seen him do anything. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe I just missed out on him because we on the West, so it's always Warriors, Lakers, Houston, Blazers. It's the West.
It's the West.
We don't care about the
We
East.
Get all the attention. So teams like Charlotte's. I'm sorry, I forgot y'all existed. Man. So hopefully
we forgot Jordan's team exists.
Right. So at least now you got somebody that can help us remember your ass is still playing basketball.
Is it just him? Who else is on Charlotte? Him? Because Kimba, like you said, Kimba's gone.
Kimba's gone.
So who's
playing for Boston?
Is one of the ball boys over there?
Who? No. Actually, did LiAngelo or what's his name?
Somebody's.
Who is it? There's Lonzo. There's
LiAngelo, and D'Angelo. Wait,
and
ain't the baby? The baby went to Charlotte, right?
Yeah, the youngest went to Charlotte.
I think that's LiAngelo.
Okay, it sounds like we
the baby. We're
naming R&B 80s R&B singers right now. D'Angelo, the singer.
Yeah. They had 3T.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all probably too young. Y'all probably don't even know who 3T is. It's Tito's kids. And you probably don't even know who Tito Jackson is. Never mind. Continue.
Forget it. They're
continue.
They're babies. So he got his payday, and that was crazy. Let's talk about Paul George, man. Paul George just signed a 4-year extension with the Clippers. What was it? $180 million max extension. Oh no. Yes, yeah, $190 million max extension.
Don't even matter.
I mean,
it's
just
over
a lot of bread. And now I got a real beef with this one because I'm a Laker fan, and a lot of people was really on some Clippers last year.
Ooh,
a lot of people was really gassing it up like they was gonna take over the league, and that LeBron and AD, LeBron too old, man. We don't want to see them. We too soft and all that stuff.
LeBron's just too old to play D. Let's just get that
true.
That's it.
Well, he could play D for like small spurts. You know what I mean? But
he ain't too old to play O.
Hey,
he ain't too old to smash.
He proved that this season, right? And so like. We didn't even get a chance to see them. A lot of people was like, "Oh, Lakers don't want to see them." Nah, Clippers didn't want to see us, and they proved it because the Nuggets showed them, "Hey, this is what a playoff team looks like, fam. Try again." So for me, Paul George getting that extension, and he's a good guy. Like I don't want to hate on Paul George, but based off of last year, I don't think that dude deserved $100.
He was MIA last year. But you know what? No, we ain't going to throw that on PG, though. Kawhi was missing in action, too.
Facts.
It's like, I know people want to be like, well, PG, no. That was Kawhi's team. Right. Kawhi, you made this I'm talking to you, Kawhi. You done made this whole big deal about leaving the East. Was about to go to the Lakers until apparently Magic opened his mouth.
Man.
But it was probably a good thing because the Lakers still won without you, so it don't even matter. So you go to the Clippers thinking you're going to be all G, but look what happened. Damn, I'm sorry to say this, but y'all still the JV team of LA.
I until these guys get out of our arena and get their own arena, like they're gonna always be little bruh. Like I'd actually, because I like their new look. I actually do like Paul George. Kawhi seems like a good player and all that stuff. Like if they had their own building, I may low key kind of root for them sometimes. They ain't gonna ever be the Lakers, but they can have their own situation. But you playing in our building and talking about how the new king in LA and all that stuff, and then you didn't even make it to the conference finals. Don't talk to me right now.
Y'all couldn't even get past the Nuggets. I don't even know who was on the Nuggets. That's when the Nuggets advance, I'm like, who? Let's just get this out of the way so the Lakers just go to the finals. Yeah. let's just get that, because at first I thought Houston was going to do something. See, I thought they were going to be like the nemesis. I didn't care about the Clippers. You know what I mean? Much respect to Doc, because Doc Rivers, I love you as a coach.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? But I was really hoping it was going to come down to LA, Houston. But you see that squad, the Rockets, that's dismantled now.
Well, Houston wasn't ready, but this year I think they're going to look pretty good if James Harden decides to. So, okay, here's the thing. James Harden doesn't want to play for Houston anymore. Now he's talking about maybe going to, to the Nets or even to the Sixers or something like that. He's still got a 2-year contract with the Rockets, so the Rockets really decide his fate. But I was looking at yesterday's game, so this might be a little bit predated for you guys watching this in the future.
Sorry.
Preseason has already started, and the first game with the Houston Rockets, John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, they look like the business, bro. Like they look like they didn't have no injuries, or at least they really healed at this point.
But it's beginning of the season, so
Right.
anything can happen to Boogie. Unfortunately, I don't want to wish nothing bad on him, but it's like stay healthy, Boogie.
Right.
Stay healthy.
Well, I'm saying if you got 2 years to sit on the bench waiting before you can move somewhere else, maybe.
Why you gotta bring that up? You had to rest.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he got a lot of time, so maybe he's feeling good. That's what I'm saying. James Harden, man, like you may want to give this team a chance because they might be able to do something where you at. Never know.
In the next bag, who we got? AD,
man, signed a 5-year, $190 million max extension. And you know what else pisses me off about
that Pelican
Why
money
is that
still.
number not higher than Paul George? What? 5 years. Okay, this is what's f***ed up about the league. AD just came off a championship. Clearly the second best player in the entire league. Signed a 5-year max extension.
Probably
because
the number
he was
one big man, too.
Yeah, easily the number one big man in the league. I mean, some people might say Jokic, but no, it was AD. But signed a 5-year max extension for $190 million. And that's after coming off a championship, right? Now, he said, he didn't want to hold out because, he kind of injury prone too. So that makes some sense. But for him to have a 5-year, $190 million max extension and Paul George gets a 4-year, $190 million max extension coming off a bum season, I just am what's fair about the league, bro?
This is what they do when they want to keep you. You know what? When these maxes are like this, like the franchise tag it is in the NFL.
Yeah.
You're locked in. They don't want you to go anywhere. But the thing is, we don't really know the details of a deal because what I found out about these max deals, they be having something called a op.
Yeah.
The option to dip or, they could exercise a trade. Because I remember Kobe, all his max deals, he had a no trade clause until that 1 year where he wanted to be traded.
Right. I'm so thankful that didn't happen. Damn.
Yeah,
man.
see, he's a warrior for that one. Rest in paradise, man.
R.I.P. my
Because
dude.
you stayed loyal. You're the only person I know who came in the league out of high school and retired with the same team throughout your whole career. And that's why, I don't know why he's not in the GOAT conversation. He
Don't
stayed
even
with
get
the
me
same
started.
team. You know what I mean?
To me,
he stayed in the same squad.
I'll always say this, and you can quote me on this. There's 3 people in my top 3 that I have locked in. Jordan is always going to be one.
Right.
And to me, debatable to other people, but not to me, Kobe is 2. And then you could put LeBron 3rd. I think after him winning this last championship, he kind of solidified that in my book. But skill wise, you can't find a more skilled player than Kobe Bryant.
Right.
I would say even over Jordan skill wise. Now maybe as a team player, Jordan was better, but 1-on-1, I don't see anybody beating Kobe 1-on-1.
Thing is, Jordan was a killer, but the only problem is, what would have happened if you never retired? That's the thing, because people were looking forward to seeing Chicago and Houston, who on that Bulls team was going to guard Olajuwon. Remember, the Bulls had trouble with those Rockets.
They did
when they were playing.
Yeah.
So just imagine if Jordan never left.
Oh, they would have 8. He would have 8 rings. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
Because I don't know. Jordan might have been having his last championship loss, because that New York team that went against the Rockets. Come on.
Yeah.
It was good too. Ewing, John Starks. That was a deep squad, but you saw what the Rockets did to them. Right. And then you saw what the Rockets did to the Magic after that.
Right.
Those 2 fillers were supposed to be Jordan and the Bulls.
Yeah.
So we can exercise the GOAT conversation. Yeah, greatest player. Yeah. But you should have never left. But apparently Jordan left, because of, the drama that was going on in the Bulls organization and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we ain't gonna get into it because that's not what the show is about. Go watch Last Dance. I'm sure it's streaming. We're not promoting it, but go watch it.
Great series.
Yeah,
man.
great
Watch
documentary on Jordan. I'm sorry, the Chicago Bulls runs.
On Jordan.
It's on Jordan.
It's basically the Jordan show as usual. Anyway, man, that was cool. what we got going on in the social of the media?
Well, I know you really don't care, but
No, I
yeah,
don't care.
but I wanted to revisit.
I never care.
No, you don't. It's bad because it makes it seem like I care.
Yeah, neither one of us care about this. We're just trying to entertain y'all folks.
Yeah, so we'll
do a jig too
We're
if
going
we
to
got
actually
to.
entertain y'all with this one. So, how do you feel about your mom being a MILF?
Oh gosh, what are we talking about?
Not like that.
I can't even think of that.
Sorry. Let me start over. So, how do you feel about if your mom was hot, going through a separation or a divorce with your dad, and going back to the streets? Because I want to revisit Larsa Pippen. Now, her son, he plays ball too. Scottie Pippen Jr. I think that's the son.
Yeah.
And then he balling. But he actually had a tweet pretty much that, I'm paraphrasing. Basically, the tweet is saying, I'm doing me. I'm not worried about my mom.
Okay.
But mom's was kicking it with like this NBA player. He happened to already have a chick.
Wow.
So how do you feel about your mom messing with somebody that's probably like, maybe about a good 6 years older than you? She's pushing 50. This brother's in his 20s. She's running around with Kim Kardashian still trying to think she's young.
Wow.
All because she said when Pippen bagged her up, she was young. So she pretty much just didn't get a chance to,
Wow.
what do they call it? Have her journey.
Right. Well, let me be clear.
Sleep around.
Gosh, I don't even want to think about that. I'm fine with Stella getting her groove back. All right. If you out there and you want to get some reclaimed youth, like do your thing, just don't let it be my mom's. I can't, like, that just can't be, that just can't happen.
My Stella.
Right, exactly. Like, my mom's not Stella. That's Aunt Jemima to me. Like, she stays at home. I can't think about her like that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom, for calling you Aunt Jemima, but
Don't tell Mama Aunt Jemima.
right. I'm just saying.
It's the second L.
I'm just saying, I can't see her as a Stella. She is a homebody to me. And, I'm sorry, I can't see that. But yeah, for Larsa Pippen, like, going out there and, trying to do what she can do. Man, but why she got to go after NBA dudes? That's the only thing.
Well, she had Future, too. Remember, this was the same chick that apparently I was messing with Future behind Scottie's back.
Okay.
So my thing is this. It's like, okay, and obviously maybe Scott, maybe they were separated. We could be wrong. But when does it come to a point where you're just like, you know what, let's scratch this. Let's just scratch this whole thing. We get the whole sexual embrace empowerment thing.
Yeah.
But why is it always that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now that I'm free from my husband, obviously I wasn't smashing him. So now I'm going to go smash everybody else. And it's like, for what? I understand it. It's okay. You do you. But I just don't understand the reason behind it. And now your son is probably over here bricking free throws in practice or whatever because his mom is getting toasted on social media. God. I can only imagine what he's going through. Yeah, just imagine every time you open your phone and go to the gram, there's a shade room post about your mom.
And it ain't like homies are going to give you a pass.
Oh,
like,
God,
right?
no.
Like, you
homies going to want to know what's up.
Right.
Your mom always looked this good? Right. Let me go to her gram.
Right.
Oh, man, I'm so glad my own mom don't got a gram.
Oh, man, yeah. No, I'm joking about the whole Aunt Jemima thing, but in my mind, like, my mom is like Claire Huxtable. You know what I mean? Like, you see her as, like, somebody that you go to for advice and, like, a cool, like, black pillar. I cannot see her going back out there,
back on the block.
Right, back out there to try to, like, reclaim something. Like, to me, I can't envision that. But, to each his own. I mean, hopefully she's doing the right thing. So far, Larsa has not made the best of her situation, as far as how people view her. But I mean, as long as she's doing it right, I mean, I guess it's her prerogative.
I mean,
right?
she's a bad chick. She's a bad mom. Like us, so I'm like, she's cute. Yeah. She's cute. So I can see ain't no man gonna turn that down. Yeah. But my thing is this: if it's really affecting your son, because we're no telling. I can only imagine what Junior is going through. Is like, I got people on my squad probably fantasizing about my mom right now.
Horrible.
And this is so damn whack, you know? And I know we're in this new age, it's 2020, you know, going into 2021. I get it, where moms are now on the gram.
Right.
But when your mom is like, you know, like a social influencer, you know, who was married to a freaking Hall of Famer.
Right.
And now you heard that Future smashed your mom. What do you do?
Bah humbug, dude. That's what you do. Like, you just jump off of a bridge,
Like,
man.
your homies could be like, man, Future smashed your mom.
I just can't. Those words put together just sound ridiculous. Like, yeah, if you're in that position, I can't.
I'm sorry,
I feel
Junior.
so bad for him, dude. Like, that's just something nobody ever wants to be associated with. But you know, the other side of it, we're kind of joking in a way, but like, you know, you gotta live your life. I mean, if you had your moment and you've got a divorce and you want to move on, like, feel free to do that. I mean, us as your children are probably going to be a little bit scarred, but you know, we'll get over it. You know what I mean?
I mean, go for the banker or the real estate guy, but
Right.
why Future and other NBA? It's like, you know, these other NBA guys are sharing thoughts, and it's like, but you're going into that arena too. You know, it's like, why?
It's a bad look, to be honest, but since when has any girl on social media cared about how they look?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the way the image game is right now. So anyway, that's that. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have a holiday-inspired episode of The Fixin', so you don't want to miss that. This is the CO2 Carbon Ops Rawcast. See you in a minute. Yeah. We are back. Thank you, everybody, for keeping up with us. This, again, is the CO2 Carbon Ops Rawcast, and it is a very special holiday episode. So hopefully you guys are at home, warm, maybe chilling by the fire with a boo, you know what I'm saying, and enjoying this holly jolly season. But some of you guys are not. I'm pretty sure. A lot of you guys out there may be lonely. It may be cold, man. You might be in your apartment in room 221 fending off ghosts because it's just you and ain't nobody else in the building.
God damn.
I'm sorry.
Talk about single AF.
Try
Jeez.
to make this as depressing as possible so I can lift you guys
have
back
succeeded.
up.
God damn.
So in this segment, we're going to talk about what you can do about that and a little bit more. This is The Fixin'. Hey, listen. Cooking in the kitchen. This the grits and fixins. How I sit the mixin'. Yeah. So this is The Fixins. You know, there are people out there who say very repeatedly that women only like bad boys, man. They don't like you nice guys. And, you know, since this is the holly jolly season and Santa is making his list and checking it twice, trying to find out if any of us are naughty or nice, I figure it would be a good time for us to talk about, like, do you gotta be an ass? Do you gotta be a bad boy in order to pick up chicks? Is that really facts? Do girls like, you know, the guy who is going to punch them in the face if they get out of line?
Sheesh.
Or
We don't condone violence.
we don't, but apparently that's what people want to believe.
Yeah.
Or is there another way for you to attract the female, man? So do you got to be naughty or can you be nice? What do you think?
Okay, so question is, do we have to be the nice guy? Well,
Can we be?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because as a chick gets older, she already had her dose of the bad boys and the roughnecks, and she already pretty much passed her hood rat phase. So yeah, that square No offense to any guys out there, because guess what? You know, I guess I'm considered a square, you know what I mean? With an edge though. But when we're talking about nice, we're talking about, you know, the pushover, or, you know, do you defend yourself? Do you put your foot down on certain cases? If you don't, if it's like, no, don't worry about it, I got it. Oh, you're flaking on me again? I mean, it's cool. It's good. No, that chick don't like that chick. I mean, that dude. Until they get older, because there isn't nobody else left.
Right.
You know, that's why you don't. When was the last time you heard a 20-year-old girl, you know, a chick under 26 say, "Where are all the nice guys at?"
Yeah, I have not. Yeah, that has not been a thing.
You hear somebody under 26 say, you know, he's too nice.
Right. That is a thing.
Which means you have no edge, which is basically AKA is I don't have a reason to respect you,
right,
and I don't see a sexual attraction to you, you know. But the thing is, I would usually tell dudes, you know, you don't have to be nice,
right,
you know, just be a good guy.
Right.
Being nice is when you keep on compensating,
right,
dates and gifts. Like right now, I'm about to get y'all chicks in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Right now, a lot of you chicks, I'm sorry, to the men. A lot of you dudes are with a chick right now that you probably swooped up on that was planned and it wasn't your fault. You hollered at her over the summer. She got back in touch with you by November and hanging with you until then because she wants that Christmas gift. Going to hang on to you then to go to that New Year's Eve party.
So you're a pocket dude.
Yeah. Or that Zoom Year's Eve party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you guys kiss when the clock strikes midnight. Then she's going to hang on you until we get to February, Valentine's Day. And then when that's over, it's not you, it's me. Just in time for spring break.
Dang. So you brought up a good point. So it's basically the pushover game, right? Like she's using you kind of as a pawn to get what she wants because she knows that you're gonna let her do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you make a good point, because when we talk about do you have to be a bad boy or can you be a nice guy? I think we got to focus on the definition of nice, because a lot of people's definition of nice are two different things. Like you said, I think we are both good guys. You might even say nice guys in the right situation, but nice in the form of pushover or somebody who's not interesting is a whole nother thing. And I think that's where girls get confused. When they say they don't want a nice guy, I think a lot of times they're talking about they don't want somebody who is boring. They don't want somebody who is weak, not confident, weak, right, a pushover. They want somebody who's interesting. Because I think about this almost like relating Batman and Superman, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people say, oh, well, Batman's the bad boy and, Superman's the good dude. Well, no, actually, both of them are good dudes. Superman is the hero that we all like want to be. And Batman is the person who we are, right? He's the guy that's like, wants to do the right things, but will throw you off of a building if you like make him angry enough. But he ain't gonna let you die.
Yeah,
right?
he refuses to kill.
Right, exactly. And I think that's what's interesting about Batman is he's a nice guy, right? Because a bad boy would be like the Joker. The Joker's a legit ass. Right? Like he's going to kill you and he's going to laugh doing it. Right. So, and that's what a lot of girls, I think, mix up. They think they want a bad boy until they actually get a bad boy, which would be the Joker. When they really wanted an interesting dude like Batman, who has a good heart, but's got some edge to him. And I think that's what we try to be.
Oh, man. Okay. You can be nice, because I'm going to tell you this. You got attorneys and ball players out there, who are genuine. See, when the nice thing is when dudes are pedestalizing. They are doing whatever it takes, especially like leading with their wallet in order to keep the chick. You know what I mean? I'll get you whatever you want. What can I get you? I'm there for your ever becking need. And the only problem is you're not doing anything. You're orbiting around the chick, and that's a problem. You don't have anything going on for yourself. Most chicks, the quote unquote bad boys or whatever that the chicks like, they're busy. Notice those bad boys are busy.
Right,
You know, I don't want to be stereotypical, but some of them are on the block. Some of them are in the studio. Some of them are probably like messing with another chick. You notice they're busy. They're not always around the chick.
Right.
So they're, you know, they're not attainable all the time, but you are. When I get off of work, I'm going to come through. You know, when I get off of work, I'm going to come pick you up. You need me to pick you up? Oh, okay. You need me to grab you something? You're too damn available and you wore out your welcome. There's nothing about you that says like, dang, can we get a moment where you could just say no?
Right.
And I know you dudes are confused.
Right.
Because moms taught you to be a gentleman.
Right.
But the problem is your daddy wasn't one.
Right.
Just like a lot of our dads was some Rolling Stones. None of our dads was, you know, Cliff Huxtable.
Right.
None of them were even Carl Winslow. A lot of our daddies was, you know, let's just say a lot of your mama's, you know, female associates, she was not cool with because of your damn daddy. Right. You know, me included, because everybody wanted my dad from what I heard. You know, he was a charming, you know, individual, you know, but he wasn't nice at all. He was direct. And a lot of you guys like when girls are, you know, I mean, a lot of you girls like when a man is direct, because it's like, you're stuck. You're at this point, it's like, well, I want his attention. I want to kick it with him. But dang, he want this from me. So it's either I don't have no other dude to give me attention right now, so I guess I got to go ahead and give him what he wants. And then bam, he got you, and you're mad about that.
Yeah.
And then you talk to the bad boy that you're mad about that.
Right.
Over and over and over again for the past 6 months.
Right.
You can't let him go. Right. he got you where it hurts. He got you in your feelings.
Right.
And now going back to the nice guy doesn't get you feeling anything.
Right.
You know, and you know there's a saying, girls have sex with dudes they respect.
Exactly.
Not with guys they like.
Well, okay, you even talk about like when girls say they want a teddy bear. Let's look at like the verbiage that women
don't fall for that, fellas.
Well, but I noticed this. Think about it. Like it's a mental thing. Girls talk about they want a teddy bear, right? But they still want a bear. Right? They don't want, and I think that's a perfect analogy, because girls want somebody that they feel comfortable around, but they don't want you to necessarily be safe, right? They want you to be somebody that
still be a protector,
is protecting them, good to them, treats them well. But if there's something in the way of their family, or something in the way of you guys as a group, like you got to be that bear. You got to get out there and be aggressive and like protect her. They want somebody who's you know, not going to be afraid to get, you know, wild if they have to, right? And so that's the thing is like, I think a lot of like these guys like get this notion that being a gentleman means I have to do everything perfect and do everything nice, and I can't talk back, and I like, then you get into this formula of like, is this dude a robot? Like, or is he an actual person? And girls pick up on that, you know, but if you're a guy who can just be real with them, you know, say what you want, have your moments where you're nice, but if you feel like being an asshole one day, do that, because they will respect you for your honesty, you know, versus you trying to do everything to like, you know, keep them from going off on you.
You want to know who's nice? Sugar daddies are nice. Tricks are nice.
Yeah.
Go into a strip club and see all these dancers end up talking to the dudes that are there. Oh, you are so nice. Oh my God, thank you. Woo, let's go to the room. And then when that lap dance is over, okay, bye.
Yeah.
It's done. It's a wrap. When you are like very, 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 very nice, you get taken advantage of.
Right.
You do. See, like right now, some of y'all, like I said, back in November, got the "Hey Big Head" text message. The so-called bad boy, and I don't want to keep referring to like, you know, the guy with swag as the bad boy. I don't want to. Let's just say the dude with swag.
Right.
The dude with swag, you know, has already been contacted. You're on the bench, Mr. Nice Guy.
Right.
Because the dude with the swag is already booed up with 2 other chicks. He ain't getting nobody no gifts or nothing like that. But it's cuddle season. It's wintertime. He's occupied, but not with her. You're the only one left. You're the one she's taking it slow with. Right. You're the one she wants to see where these things go with. So yeah, y'all gonna have y'all little, what do you call it? Winter wonderland dates, Christmas in the park dates. Oh, I'm going Christmas shopping. Can I go with you? Which means she wants you to get her something while you're out shopping for your mama and them because you're a nice guy. You guys keep falling in that trap.
Yeah.
And so do girls really like nice guys? Only when they want something. Don't get me wrong. There's some genuine people out there, maybe where girls just be like, I like a decent guy who's not into any drama, who's not a dope dealer, who doesn't like, get in trouble all the time. I want somebody who's freaking whose freedom is stable.
Right.
But that's after the fact they already been with 4 or 5 types of those guys to the point where it's like, man, I get comfortable, I get cool, and next thing you know, he shipped off to jail, or he's shot and dead, or he just leaves me for somebody else. So the thing is, this is the problem, dudes. There's a line of men that she dealt with like that.
Facts.
5 at the most. Then she finally got tired of it at by like 32, 33. And now you're being taken advantage of. But this is where you need to smarten up and just be like, okay, hold on. If you're here, how come nobody has wifed you up yet? So the ball is still in your, in your court. You can still choose to do whatever you want. This is where you can actually be nice. We're nice.
For sure.
I mean, we got married and then became, nice, but still responsible, still got an edge or whatever. But you dudes out there who are nice, you can actually make individuals accept that about you because you're valuable. Right. A nice dude is corporate.
Of course.
A nice dude closes deals.
And look,
multi-million-dollar level.
If you are that type of person, just be that type of person. If some of you guys caught our Everett Overton special, we talked about that a little bit about being a genuine dude. You know what I mean? Man. And girls aren't stupid, man. They get people's vibes and auras, right? So whoever you are, be who you are, and a lot, you're going to find that pocket. Not every girl, even though we talk like every girl's the same, not every girl's the same. We don't mean to. There are people out there. Yeah, there are definitely trends. Yeah. But, there are girls out there who like every type of guy. But you got to be who you are. And some of these guys are, girls catch up on vibes really quick. And if you're a soft-spoken dude, you may be trying to push something because you think that's what she wants in order to get that girl. And then it comes across as ungenuine versus an alpha who's going to be confident, go up to that girl and be like, yo, I want this. It may come across as harsh and it may not be what you deem as nice, but he's being direct and he's being genuine and she felt that vibe. So she goes with him over you because you over there bullshit. But if you had went to her and been genuine about what you want, which maybe that might even be, I just want to be, at home Netflixing with you and all that stuff. You may not be the guy that wants to on the first date and all that stuff. If whatever you are, be that. Yeah. And they're going to respect that more than you trying to be something that you're not.
And you can say no while being nice. Right. And that's why you guys keep on getting the whole, you're too nice thing because you don't know how to say no. You don't, oh God, I really don't want to do this, but I got to go there. Let's talk about what you nice dudes don't do. Let's keep it real. You nice guys don't flirt. You guys are scared.
Yeah.
I want her to like me. Women love to be desired.
Of course. They love to be chased. They love to be appreciated.
Yes. So the thing is, when you're being careful and not wanting to hold her hand in the movie theater, this is for you cats who are, under 25. Yeah. Where you're being careful because you don't want to mess it up. Trust me, she hates that shit.
And let's be real, women like fire too. So that's probably another thing that people get confused.
Facts.
Yeah. They think that, you're gonna be boring, man. Boring in bed.
God, the B word.
Boring in the sack and all that. And that's where the whole bad boy mystique comes from.
Yes.
Because a lot of these bad boys are deemed as the guy that's gonna be freaking in bed, that's gonna do all this other stuff. But if you are about yours, you know what I mean? Let her know. Put that out of her head. Nah, I might be a nice guy, but you gonna get this. You know what I mean? And I promise you, they gonna look at you totally different. Boy, you crazy. I thought you was
interesting. You brought that up because in the last the show with EO, he mentioned that a chick is very intuitive about what kind of man you are.
Yeah,
you look like you be having a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And so if you end up just I don't want to say carry yourself, because I don't think you could carry yourself like you look like you smashed a lot.
Right.
You know, but if you just have like something about you, like some type of swag, just something about to just be like, you know, he probably like got a lot of girls on the team. If you're not getting that hell, because I got a lot of hell. When I'm like, you look like you got hella chicks, and I'm like, I do. Well, thank you. Just trust me. She wants you. She wants you. She's just waiting for you to say something stupid to prove her wrong. Because if you are not that guy, because I'm gonna tell you something, it's not that women want a dude that sleeps with a bunch of chicks.
No,
they just want a guy that's experienced.
Right.
See, a dude that smashes a bunch of chicks knows how to kiss. Knows how to hold a conversation.
Obviously desirable.
Yeah. How do you think he got all these chicks?
Right.
Because he knows how to hold a convo. His swag is on point. He's dressed nice. He's smelling nice. You know what I mean?
That's why a lot of chicks like go after guys who are married.
Yeah.
They know,
God.
and that's a whole nother show. But it's true, like, because they know, like, you are the evidence. You are the proof that somebody out there,
Exhibit A,
right, thought it could work. You know what I mean? Even though maybe it didn't. But yeah, a lot of girls go for that guy that they feel like, okay, like he's got proof that he's going to be something for me. You know.
Mm-hmm. But excuse me. But if you guys aren't not flirting and you're not making them feel desired, it's done. Like you guys be seeing these dudes who are with, like, you know, these badass chicks. Yeah. You know, and that's another thing too. Let's get to the badass chick thing. Now, the thing is, you know, when I first went to South Beach, this was back in like 2010 or 2008, one of them, right? Now, Miami can make or break you. People want to talk about LA, or folks want to talk about, you know, Vegas. No, Miami can make or break you, because there you have to find a six in Miami. Yeah, that is the line. Yeah, that is the land of the two pieces, the bikinis there. So everybody goes down there to show out. Yeah. And when I got there, and I was in Johnny Rockets, which is around you know, on Ocean Drive or whatever, right? So I get to Johnny Rockets, and one of the girls that was a waitress there, you know, who was gonna order my food, she looked like Rihanna. Wow. Yeah. Crazy. And I'm like, damn, she is freaking bad. You know what I mean? And then when me and my boy went to this party at the W, and there were chicks staring at me, and they were mad hot. I didn't know what to say to them. I was like mad uncomfortable. So just think about that, fellas. Even though you want the hot chick and you're this nice guy, what are you going to say when you get around them? Right. You're going to stumble all over your words, like he just said. Right. You're not confident. Right. You nervous. You lost. It's not going to go well. You're not, and if you're not sure about just having a conversation with a pretty chick, imagine what she's thinking about what else you probably can't handle. Right. So be a nice guy, dude. If you're a nice guy, be a nice guy. People do respect what people say. People do respect good people. What they don't respect is pushovers and people who are not confident. So work on yourself, work on your inners, be confident, and go out there and make these girls, you know, make them happy. That's really it. And once you do that, like, you can be whatever it is you are, and that'll be good enough. And I got to put the plug in real quick. And if you're having trouble on being confident, you want to know how, you need a blueprint, get Coach E.O. Everett Overton's book, Cut the Bullshit. It's a good starter, you know, and that, I believe that's for all ages going into 2021. So that's a very good book, you know, to get in tune with yourself, get that confidence, get that swag, you know, get your mouthpiece straight, and get his book. And watch success come through, you know, smash you in your face. For sure. Shout out to the homie EO. All right, man. This was great, man. First holiday episode in our books. Went without a hitch. And thank you guys for checking us out. So keep up with the Carbon Ops Rawcast. We put out content every week. Going into the new year, we got a whole nother lineup of like great stuff for you guys, new interviews, new featured guests. We're just scratching the surface of where we're going with this show. So subscribe to us, man, and keep up with us. And we'll be doing some big things for 2021. All right, man. So for me, you can hit me at Diggy City on Instagram and on Twitter. What about you? Of course, you can get at your boy on IG. Good evening, Mr. Black. Get at me on Twitter. Evening, Mr. Black. And feel free to follow us on our official Instagram, CO2 Rawcast. Feel free to hit Facebook, Carbon Up Rawcast. Hit us on the wall. and support us. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get these numbers up. And we appreciate, the followers and the subscribers that we have right now on the channel. Facts. We do this for you.
Facts, man. We made some big strides on YouTube. So thank you for all of you new subscribers on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to that channel if you haven't for full content. Like this video, share it with as many people as you know. And yeah, check us out, man, on your social platforms. We'll be there. Anyway, this is a special Christmas episode of the CO2 Carbon Ops Rawcast. It is in the books. We will see you next time. Till then, peace. Flip side.